Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine you're desperately trying to navigate a chaotic university bathroom, right? Your vision's all blurry from a contact lens mishap.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And in just this moment of sheer panic, you grab the nearest human and, well, you kiss them
Just like that, out of nowhere.
out of nowhere. Now, what if that person turned out to be the most notoriously intimidating, notoriously grumpy professor in your entire department?
Okay, that sounds like, yeah, a stress dream, definitely.
Totally. Or perhaps the utterly chaotic yet, undeniably brilliant start
Yeah.
of something truly unexpected.
It absolutely sounds like the perfect setup for maybe a groundbreaking experiment in human connection, wouldn't you say?
Exactly.
Especially when the central hypothesis for our protagonist is quite literally, when in doubt, fake date the grumpy professor.
I mean, it's a bold approach.
It's a bold scientific inquiry into the nature of unexpected alliances, for sure.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what we're diving into today. Our mission on this deep dive is to give you a shortcut to understanding the whole phenomenon that is Ali Hazelwood's The Love Hypothesis.
Right.
We're not just going to, summarize the plot for you. We're extracting the most important nuggets of knowledge and surprising insights about what makes this contemporary romance resonate so profoundly.
Especially for a really unique and highly intelligent audience. The women in STEM. Precisely. This isn't just a fun, quick read. It's kind of a profound love letter to navigating the often brutal realities of academic struggle.
It really feels like that.
Battling that insidious beast we call imposter syndrome and, well, against all odds, discovering romance in the most improbable and unexpected places.
It really does.
It holds up a mirror to real-world anxieties within that whole high-stakes environment of scientific research, but it also delivers a heartwarming and genuinely funny love story.
And to do that, we've taken a deep dive into a really comprehensive summary of the love hypothesis. This source material is incredibly rich. It lets us peel back the layers of everything.
Everything.
From that first awkward, almost slapstick bathroom encounter
Oh, that scene.
to the last heart-squeezing confession that proves love isn't just a feeling, but maybe, I don't know, a verifiable outcome.
Yeah, like a successful experiment.
So prepare for a journey that's equal parts intellectual curiosity and romantic revelation, because we're about to embark on a scientific exploration into the human heart.
Do it.
Now, every good experiment needs its key players, its vital research subjects, if you will.
Okay.
So let's introduce our fellow researchers in love and science. These are the characters who will guide us, sometimes reluctantly, through this fascinating journey of unexpected connections and personal breakthroughs.
Think of them as the essential reagents in our romantic chemical reaction.
I like that. Regents.
First up, the central figure, our brilliant but often bewildered protagonist, Olive Smith. She's a third-year Ph.D. candidate in biology at Stanford University, focusing on pancreatic cancer research, which is, pretty serious stuff.
Definitely.
What's so captivating about Olive is her deeply pragmatic and often socially awkward nature. It's almost as if her brain is just wired for logic and data, sometimes at the expense of, well, social graces. This analytical mindset serves as a stark contrast to the emotional roller coaster she eventually ends up on.
And it's not just her external presentation, is it?
Yeah.
Our source really emphasizes her inner struggles, which makes her incredibly relatable.
Totally.
Olive carries these deep emotional scars from losing her mother young, which has clearly shaped her worldview and her sort of guarded approach to relationships.
Yeah, that history is key.
But crucially for so many of us, she battles a severe case of imposter syndrome. Despite her clear intellectual brilliance and dedication, she constantly doubts her own worth, her ability to succeed, and her place in the highly competitive academic world. This internal world of self-doubt, despite outward achievements, it just resonates with so many people striving and demanding fields.
Oh, absolutely.
It's that feeling of looking around and wondering if everyone else knows something you don't, or if you're just moments away from being found out.
Well,
It makes her instantly human, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Her intellectual prowess is, unquestionable, but her self-perception is profoundly skewed. It's a common affliction among high achievers, really.
Yeah.
Then we have her enigmatic counterpoint, the formidable Adam Carlsen.
Adam.
He's a young, brilliant, and famously terrifying professor in the biology department. The source material paints a vivid picture of his reputation, known for brutal feedback.
Like soul-crushing feedback.
Exactly. Feedback that could leave a lesser student in tears. an intimidating presence that could silence a room, and an absolute lack of small talk that makes every interaction feel like a high-stakes interrogation.
Yeah, no pleasantries there.
None. There are widespread, deeply ingrained rumors that he's an outright tyrant, a career destroyer who maybe even revels in the misery of his students.
And here's where it gets really interesting, right? The kind of narrative misdirection that keeps you hooked. What's utterly fascinating here is the stark contrast this initial, almost villainous portrayal sets up for what he later becomes. You're told one thing, you expect this cold, unfeeling academic.
Right, the monster prof.
And the story delivers something profoundly different, revealing layers you just never anticipated. It's like a controlled experiment in audience perception. It just subverts every expectation.
Indeed. It's a classic example of how initial perceptions can be wildly inaccurate, often fueled by, gossip and superficial observations.
Definitely gossip.
Next, we have Anna, Olive's loyal best friend and fellow Ph.D. candidate. She's described as outgoing, ambitious, and deeply loyal, a really vibrant personality who acts as Olive's grounding force and sometimes her much-needed push.
She's great.
And her role is critical because she inadvertently becomes the very catalyst for the initial fake dating plot, setting the entire romantic comedy into motion.
Then there's Jeremy, Olive's friend, who she briefly dated back in undergrad. Pretty forgettable relationship for Olive, apparently.
All right.
He's now the object of Anna's affections, and his presence, combined with Anna's really staunch loyalty, is the immediate trigger for Olive's need for a fake relationship.
It's a classic rom-com setup.
Totally classic. Feels comfortingly familiar, yet here it serves a very specific, almost scientific purpose in getting the plot moving, creating a necessary variable for Olive's plan for Anne's happiness.
And finally, Tom Benton. He's Adam's former co-author and collaborator, a rising academic star.
Ugh, Tom.
The source initially describes him as charming, the kind of person who effortlessly commands attention and respect.
Slick. Too slick.
However, it also crucially hints at the darker side he hides beneath that polished exterior. This duality, this hidden variable, sets up the primary external conflict, moving beyond just the romantic entanglement to address more serious issues within the academic world.
Yeah, it gets pretty serious.
Each character, therefore, plays a specific, almost scientifically defined role in the unfolding of this grand hypothesis of love, contributing unique forces to the narrative's trajectory.
So we've met our key players, the essential elements in our romantic equation. Now let's dive into the hypothesis itself. How a fake relationship born out of panic in a high-stakes academic environment somehow becomes, well, a genuine scientific discovery of profound love.
Okay.
And our story starts in the most unconventional and, frankly, unromantic way possible. It's a masterclass in the meet-cute gone completely wrong.
Absolutely. The genesis is utterly unromantic, almost comically disastrous, which immediately sets a unique tone. The book opens with Olive, hindered by expired contact lenses,
Terrible timing.
struggling with severely blurred vision during a critical moment, a last-minute interview for a graduate program. In her disoriented state, she stumbles blindly into Adam Carlsen
Of all people.
in the Stanford Biology Department bathroom.
The bathroom. Our source calls this first meeting short, weird, and notes that it left an impression, though Olive was completely unaware of Adam's identity or the enormity of her faux pas at the time.
She had no idea who he was.
None. This initial, almost accidental encounter, while seemingly insignificant, subtly plants a seed for later recognition, doesn't it? It's a brilliant piece of narrative foreshadowing, turning a moment of extreme awkwardness into a foundational piece of their shared history.
It certainly is. It establishes a pre-existing, albeit highly awkward, connection that later takes on surprising new meaning. Fast forward 3 years, and Olive is now a third-year Ph.D. candidate, deeply engrossed in her pancreatic cancer research project.
Right, back to the serious science.
This grounding in serious, demanding academic pursuits reminds us of the high-stakes environment these characters inhabit, emphasizing that their lives aren't just about romance, but about significant scientific contributions. Her dedication to her work is a core part of who she is,
Yeah.
and it's something Adam immediately recognizes and respects.
And the true catalyst for the entire fake dating plot. It's all thanks to Anne, Olive's fiercely loyal best friend. Anne has developed strong feelings for Jeremy, that guy Olive briefly and very unmemorably dated in undergrad.
Right, the brief fling.
Because Anne is so devoted to Olive, she refuses to pursue Jeremy, convinced that Olive might still harbor feelings for him, which is just not true.
Not at all.
Olive, knowing full well that Jeremy was absolutely not the one for her, and genuinely wanting Anne to find happiness, decides she needs to convincingly prove she's moved on.
Okay, makes sense.
This deep desire to ensure Anne's happiness, even at her own temporary social discomfort, is Olive's driving motivation. She's a good friend.
She really is. And this leads us to the pivotal moment, the kiss that starts it all.
Dun dun.
It's a late night in the lab, a place Olive spends countless hours, and unexpectedly arrives, forcing Olive into a moment of pure, unadulterated panic.
Total panic mode.
In that split second, driven by desperation, Olive grabs the first male figure she sees and kisses him. It's a move born of chaos, not calculation.
And here's the shocking twist. The narrative equivalent of a sudden, unexpected mutation in an experiment.
Yeah.
That man is none other than the intimidating, brooding, career-destroying biology professor Adam Carlsen.
No. Oh my God.
You, as a reader, you expect outrage, a public shaming, perhaps Olive's academic career just crumbling on the spot.
Absolutely. You'd think he'd flip out.
But instead, the source tells us Adam, to everyone's utter surprise, plays along. He doesn't recoil or lash out. He just leans into it, setting the stage for their truly unusual agreement.
Whoa, okay.
It's a moment that completely flips your expectations on their head, inviting you to ask, why would he do that?
Yeah.
What's in it for him?
What's fascinating here is the immediate shift from an accidental, almost desperate act to a calculated decision that benefits both parties. The fake dating plan isn't solely for Olive's benefit.
Right. There's his side, too.
Olive needs An convinced of her moved-on status, ensuring An's romantic path is clear. And Adam, surprisingly, needs to dispel rumors about him potentially leaving Stanford.
The funding angle.
These rumors, the source indicates, are threatening his critical research funding, which is paramount to his work. This highlights the practical, almost scientifically logical basis of their arrangement, a clear mutual benefit analysis.
Like a contract.
A symbiotic relationship born of necessity rather than affection, at least initially.
So like two brilliant scientists outlining a rigorous research protocol, they actually sit down and negotiate the terms and conditions of their unconventional relationship.
They literally negotiate terms.
Yes. These rules initially seem purely transactional. Meet at least once a week in public to keep up appearances, attend department events together to maintain the facade, and crucially, no real romantic expectations. This is purely mutually beneficial.
Oh, wow, okay.
They even agree to maintain plausible couple behavior, which includes the occasional holding hands, sitting close, and even those awkward public kisses that started it all.
Oh my gosh. And here's where the subversion of expectations immediately begins, right? Where the initial hypothesis starts to break down under the weight of unforeseen variables.
Exactly.
Olive, anticipating Adam being unbearable, cold, aloof, unapproachable, is quickly and genuinely surprised. She discovers his dry wit, his occasional thoughtfulness.
Which is totally unexpected.
And perhaps most importantly, the fact that despite his terrifying reputation, he respects her boundaries completely.
That's huge.
This is where the emotional core of the story truly begins to surprise both the characters and you, the listener. It's the first hint that their hypothesis of a purely transactional relationship might be fundamentally flawed, as real human connection begins to seep into the carefully constructed experiment.
So the fake dating experiment is officially underway, meticulously designed, seemingly straightforward. But as anyone who's ever run an experiment knows, you start observing the data, and sometimes those data points reveal something entirely surprising when the fake starts to feel undeniably real.
Indeed. As Olive and Adam begin to appear together, diligently attending department events, grabbing coffee in the faculty lounge, and adhering to their agreed-upon terms, whispers spread like wildfire through the department.
Oh, I bet.
People are shocked Adam doesn't date, especially not grad students. This public reaction, paradoxically, makes their fake relationship more believable. The sheer incredulity of their colleagues inadvertently lends credibility to their performance.
It kind of backfires on the gossips.
Exactly, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of perception.
And that's not all.
Yeah.
You start to see the subtle signs of genuine connection emerging, like unexpected positive results in a long-shot study. They develop inside jokes, those little linguistic shorthand moments that only two people truly understand. Adam starts consistently bringing her coffee, a small but consistent act of consideration. Olive herself starts feeling oddly comfortable around him, which is a massive shift from her initial fear and trepidation.
Huge shift.
But in classic Olive fashion, she still tries to rationalize it, constantly telling herself it's just part of the act, a necessary component of the performance.
He's fighting it.
Totally finding it. This is a key aha moment for you, the listener. How these small, seemingly insignificant details, these quiet acts of thoughtfulness, begin to reveal much deeper truths about their budding relationship, despite Olive's active internal denial. It's the data points accumulating, signaling a shift in the underlying conditions.
Yes, the early data points consistently suggest a significant deviation from the initial hypothesis. A truly significant turning point in their evolving dynamic occurs during a pivotal science conference.
Ah, the conference. Big scene.
Olive presents her pancreatic cancer research during a grueling Q&A session, a really high-pressure environment where Ph.D. candidates face intense scrutiny from established academics. It's a moment designed to test one's intellectual fortitude and composure.
Yeah, terrifying for any grad student.
And it's Adam who provides a quiet yet incredibly powerful support. He's solid, calm, a silent shield against the barrage of tough questions.
Just his presence makes a difference.
The source notes that his faith in her, his unwavering presence, bolsters her confidence, allowing her to perform at her best. This is a critical moment where Olive experiences true, non-romantic support, realizing Adam sees her not just as a fake girlfriend, but as a brilliant scientist deserving of respect, someone he genuinely believes in. It's a testament to his character that he doesn't need grand gestures, just his steady, intelligent presence.
That quiet support means so much.
This moment is crucial because it triggers a profound internal realization for Olive. The source explicitly states that she begins realizing she might actually like Adam.
Oh, here we go.
Not just in the fake dating way, where he's a convenient partner for a charade, but in the I want to know every detail about you way.
That's the real shift.
This is where the initial hypothesis of a purely fake dating arrangement starts to break down under the undeniable weight of genuine emotion. The lines blur, the scientific objectivity of their arrangement begins to dissolve, and the experiment takes an unexpected and deeply personal turn for Olive. Her emotional data is now contradicting her logical premise.
And it's not just big, high-stakes moments like a conference presentation, right? The story brilliantly highlights the cumulative impact of small acts that mean everything.
The small stuff matters.
Adam consistently shows up for Olive in specific, subtle ways that demonstrate care and attention. Our source lists them, standing up for her in front of condescending male colleagues.
Oh, that's important.
Imagine the subtle, dismissive comments Olive, a young woman in STEM, might face, only for Adam to step in with a perfectly calibrated, sharp retort that shuts them down immediately. It's protective, but respectful.
Doesn't bulldoze, just supports.
Exactly. He's also remembering her favorite snacks. A very specific brand of sour gummies, I think. A tiny personal detail that speaks volumes about his attentiveness.
He pays attention.
He's offering his lab equipment when hers breaks, showing practical, immediate support. And perhaps most importantly, the source emphasizes that he's listening, really listening, when she talks about her research.
That's huge in academia, really listening.
Not just passively hearing, but engaging, asking insightful questions, validating her work.
These seemingly minor moments accumulate, like data points forming a clear trend. Olive feels the emotional weight of someone genuinely in her corner, someone who truly sees and supports her, both professionally and personally.
She's not used to that.
No, she's experiencing a level of consistent, respectful care that she hasn't known. But despite this growing emotional reliance and the undeniable shift in her feelings, she continues to actively remind herself, Adam isn't hers, not really. This is all an act.
Still trying to stick to the hypothesis.
This raises an important question for us all. How long can one actively deny the obvious, especially when the evidence of a genuine connection is accumulating and contradicting your initial premise? It's a powerful testament to the power of self-deception, often driven by fear of vulnerability and a reluctance to trust unexpected good things.
So the fake is starting to feel very real. The emotional data points are overwhelmingly pointing towards genuine connection. But no scientific experiment is without its external variables,
and
right?
complications.
It's unexpected disruptions that threaten to destabilize the entire process. And in the love hypothesis, those come in the unsettling form of conflict, particularly with the reintroduction of a character we met earlier, Tom Benton.
Oh, yes, Tom. The complicating factor. That's right. Enter Tom Benton, Adam's former co-author and collaborator. He reappears on the scene, initially presenting himself with an almost saccharine, charming, supportive demeanor.
So,
He expresses a keen interest in Olive's cutting-edge research, offering tantalizing collaboration opportunities that, for a young Ph.D. candidate striving for recognition, could be huge for her career. He's the type of person who seems to effortlessly glide through social and professional circles.
and Olive is understandably flattered. I mean, who wouldn't be by an offer that could fast-track her career? It seems like a golden opportunity.
So her perspective, yeah.
But Adam's reaction to Tom's presence is incredibly puzzling to Olive. The source describes him as noticeably distant and guarded when Tom's name comes up, almost as if he's physically recoiling.
Interesting reaction.
Olive at this point simply can't understand this sudden shift in Adam's usually stoic demeanor. It's a potent piece of foreshadowing, hinting strongly that something deeper and darker is at play, a hidden history that affects Adam deeply.
This guardedness from Adam is an early crucial indicator that not all is as it seems with Tom. The true insidious nature of this external variable, however, becomes terrifyingly clear during what the source calls the lab incident.
Oh, the lab incident, yeah.
One late night, a time when most of the department is quiet, Olive is working diligently, as she often does. She accidentally overhears Tom in a private conversation, unaware he isn't alone.
And this is the dramatic reveal the moment the charming mask just drops, exposing the truly toxic element.
What does she hear?
Tom, thinking he's in private, makes shocking, sexist, dismissive comments about her work, casually belittling her intelligence and effort.
Ugh, awful.
But it gets worse.
Yeah.
He then subtly implies that her success would depend on personal favors, a chilling proposition that reveals his predatory nature.
Oh, no. Yeah.
This is a truly shocking turn, exposing the insidious underbelly of power dynamics and harassment that could exist in academia, where a rising star can leverage their position in deeply unethical ways.
Olive is understandably shaken but unsure how to handle it. Her mind immediately races to the repercussions. She debates telling Adam, but the worrying about professional fallout is very real and very heavy.
Yeah, the fear is real.
This incident powerfully highlights the real-world anxieties faced by women, particularly in demanding academic fields, where reporting such behavior can have severe career repercussions, potentially derailing years of hard work. It's a stark reminder of the systemic issues this love letter to women in STEM is courageously addressing.
Despite this disturbing revelation, Olive experiences another pivotal moment of public validation, a kind of scientific breakthrough for her career, at yet another conference.
Another conference, okay.
Olive's research truly impresses attendees, her findings sparking genuine interest and positive buzz. And once again, Adam is there, providing unequivocal public support, solidifying her credibility in a way no self-promotion could.
He shows up for her again.
He openly supports her in front of influential figures in the field, challenging anyone who dares to belittle her work or question her findings.
This public backing is incredibly powerful, not just for Olive's professional standing, but for her self-belief. The source emphasizes how it boosts her credibility, allowing her to stand taller in an environment that can be unwelcoming.
Definitely.
But the emotional consequence of Adam's unwavering support is profound. It makes her feelings harder to hide. This is where she finally realizes that she doesn't just admire Adam, she trusts him completely.
That's the key, the trust.
This is the ultimate aha moment for her character, the point of no return for her emotional growth, where her trust in Adam becomes undeniable, transcending the initial pretense of their relationship. The rigorous scientific process of observation and data collection has led to a conclusive, irrefutable finding for Olive. Adam is not just a fake boyfriend, but a genuine pillar of support and respect.
We've journeyed through the initial hypothesis, observed the accumulating data, and navigated external variables that threaten to derail everything. Now it's time for the conclusion, the proving of the hypothesis of love, and the ultimate resolution of all the simmering conflicts.
Okay, the final act.
And this all comes to a dramatic head with a necessary confrontation.
Yes. The narrative builds to its most intense climax as Tom pushes his inappropriate agenda one final desperate time, attempting to corner Olive.
He just won't quit.
At this point, Olive has reached her absolute limit, her courage bolstered by Adam's unwavering support. She makes the courageous decision to finally speak up, stepping out of her fear and telling Adam everything about Tom's predatory behavior and propositions.
Good for her. That takes guts.
This is a monumental step for her, given her earlier hesitations and profound fears of professional fallout. It's a testament to how far she has come in trusting Adam.
And Adam's reaction is, well, Explosive, but not towards Olive, never towards her.
How does he react?
His fury is directed, powerfully and justifiably, toward Tom. This protective fury reveals his true feelings for Olive in a way no words ever could. It's a raw, undeniable display of his deep care and protectiveness.
So he really cares.
It also brings a critical revelation that clarifies Adam's earlier puzzling behavior. He confesses that he has long known Tom's true nature and has kept his distance for years, avoiding collaboration and association due to his awareness of Tom's character.
Okay, so that explains the guardedness.
Exactly. This answers Olive's earlier bewildering question about why he was so guarded whenever Tom's name came up, explaining his seemingly cold exterior as a protective measure, even from afar.
What's crucial to note here, despite his protective fury, is Adam's inherent respect for Olive and her autonomy. The source makes it clear. His restraint shows his respect. He doesn't make decisions for Olive. He asks what she wants to do regarding Tom.
That's so important. Agency.
He gives her the agency to decide how to proceed, demonstrating true partnership and consent. This reinforces a powerful theme of boundaries and mutual respect, a cornerstone of healthy relationships, and a vital message within the context of the challenges faced by women in academic and professional fields.
Then comes the bittersweet arrival of the fake dating agreement's end date. The deadline has arrived. The experiment is officially over.
Uh-oh.
End of the line.
Olive is heartbroken. The thought of Adam walking away, a crushing reality. But she tries desperately to hide it, perhaps fearing that admitting her feelings would break the carefully constructed facade and embarrass her.
Poor Olive.
But the pivotal moment, the true turning point of the entire narrative, arrives. Adam doesn't walk away.
He stays.
He doesn't simply let the agreement expire and disappear back into his notoriously grumpy shell. He stays.
And this is where Adam delivers a breathtaking admission, providing crucial insights into his character and intentions that reframe everything, not just for Olive, but for us, the listeners, as well.
What does he say?
He confesses that he's been interested in her since their very first meeting in the bathroom years ago.
No way. Since the bathroom incident. Yes. This rewrites the entire narrative for Olive, transforming that awkward, chaotic encounter into the silent, deliberate beginning of his interest in her, a fascination that had been simmering beneath his stoic exterior all along.
Wow. Mind blown.
He also admits that he agreed to the fake dating arrangement because it gave him a reason to be around her. It wasn't just about securing his funding.
It was about her.
It was always, from his perspective, about gaining proximity to Olive, about having a legitimate excuse to spend time with her. And he tells her he truly respects her work, her mind, and who she is as a person, a profound validation that confirms the deep foundation of their connection, built on intellectual admiration and personal respect, not just attraction or convenience.
That's incredibly romantic, actually.
Olive's reaction, understandably, is described as stunned but overjoyed. The immense emotional tension breaks, and then comes the first real kiss. The source describes it as not for show. It's raw, deep, and filled with mutual understanding. This kiss signifies the complete dissolution of the fake and the true, authentic beginning of their deeply loving and respectful relationship, a powerful and satisfying conclusion to their unique experiment.
And the epilogue brings us to their new steady state, their equilibrium achieved. Olive's research gains significant traction. Her career path solidifies, buoyed by the validation she's received and her newfound confidence.
So she succeeds professionally, too.
Yes, her talent is undeniable, and now so is her self-belief. Their relationship settles into something real and loving, built on the surprising foundation of a fake relationship.
They remain, by all appearances, an unusual pair, the grumpy genius professor and the awkward, determined Ph.D. student, but they're each other's safe space.
Ah, safe space.
They are two brilliant minds who found solace and profound connection in each other. The book closes on a hopeful, heartwarming note with the ultimate message that love, like science, is about taking risks and trusting the process.
That's a great message.
It beautifully brings the STEM theme full circle, tying the rigorous pursuit of scientific truth to the equally complex, often unpredictable journey of the heart, where the most valuable discoveries are often found in unexpected places.
What an incredible journey. From a chaotic bathroom kiss to scientific breakthroughs in true, authentic love. Now that we've broken down the plot and its resolution, let's move into our analysis phase, analyzing the results.
Okay.
Specifically, the compelling character arcs, the overarching themes that give this story its depth, and ultimately why the love hypothesis works so incredibly well as a literary experiment in romance.
Let's start with the character arcs, which are truly the evolution of the hypothesis for each individual. Olive Smith begins as this self-conscious, pragmatic scientist who largely hides behind logic to avoid emotional vulnerability.
Yeah, very logical, almost to a fault.
She's always rationalizing her feelings, thinking them through, rather than simply experiencing them. She intellectually understands human connection, but struggles to embody it.
And by the end, she transforms in a profound way. She learns to trust her feelings, allowing herself to be vulnerable for the first time in a long time.
Big step for her.
She also advocates for herself, not just in her professional life against figures like Tom, but also in her personal relationships. Crucially, she learns to accept love without self-sabotage, to truly believe she is worthy of the deep affection Adam offers.
That's huge growth.
This is a powerful lesson in personal growth, in finding your authentic voice, and in understanding that vulnerability isn't a weakness, but the very path to genuine connection. It's about learning to stand up for yourself, not just in professional settings, but in your most intimate relationships, too.
Yeah.
Think about it. How often do we intellectualize our way out of feeling or push away good things because we don't feel worthy?
Her arc vividly demonstrates that intellectual brilliance isn't a shield against emotional insecurity, but also that actively facing those insecurities leads to profound strength and self-acceptance. Then there's Adam Carlsen.
Our grumpy professor.
He's initially introduced as the villain of the academic department, cold, sarcastic, and feared. This perception is widespread, deeply ingrained, and almost a badge of honor for him, a carefully constructed facade he maintains.
But his arc is all about revelation, isn't it? Peeling back those layers.
Exactly. He's revealed as deeply loyal, principled, and quietly tender. His entire journey is about letting down his guard and showing vulnerability, especially to Olive. He exposes the caring, ethical man beneath the gruff exterior.
Which makes you wonder.
What's that?
This raises an important question for all of us. How often do our initial judgments miss the true nature of people, especially those who present as intimidating or unapproachable?
Good point.
How many grumpy professors or outwardly challenging figures in our own lives are simply guarding a deeply caring, perhaps even soft interior? It's a powerful reminder to always look beyond the surface.
That's a crucial insight, suggesting that true understanding requires a deeper investigation than superficial observation. Now, let's explore the profound themes and motifs expertly woven into the narrative, which are the underlying principles that give this story its remarkable depth and resonance.
Okay, the big ideas.
First, and perhaps most prominently, is women in STEM. The story offers a critical yet nuanced commentary on the challenges, sexism, and the need for advocacy within academic science.
Yeah, it doesn't shy away from that.
It's not just a backdrop, it actively explores the subtle microaggressions, the dismissive attitudes, and the outright predatory behavior that women can face in male-dominated fields.
This is incredibly relevant, especially if you're interested in real-world issues of equity, representation, and inclusion in fields like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It paints a picture of the pressures Olive faces to prove herself constantly, to work twice as hard, and the crucial importance of allies like Adam, who actively champion her work and challenge the status quo. It highlights that sometimes simply being seen and supported is a revolutionary act.
Another deeply resonant theme is imposter syndrome. Both Olive and Adam, despite their immense achievements and undeniable brilliance, consistently doubt their worth and their place in the academic hierarchy.
Even Adam. Interesting.
Yes. Olive's constant self-questioning, her fear of being found out as a fraud, and Adam's internal struggles with his own value and whether he truly deserves his position makes their struggle incredibly relatable.
It really does.
It normalizes these feelings, showing that even the most brilliant minds often experience profound self-doubt, proving it's not a flaw, but a common human experience.
And then there's the fake dating trope, which is, a rom-com classic, a tried and true narrative device.
Oh, yeah, we love that trope.
But here, it's used not just for comedy, but to profoundly explore emotional intimacy. It's not just a gimmick. It's the primary vehicle through which Olive and Adam slowly, painstakingly, build trust and understand each other on a deeper level.
How so?
The forced proximity and the pretense of a relationship paradoxically force a certain honesty and vulnerability, allowing them to bypass the usual pressures of a traditional relationship while still developing genuine feelings. It creates a sort of controlled environment for emotional development.
Okay. This leads us seamlessly to another core theme: trust as love's foundation. The novel repeatedly demonstrates that trust precedes romance.
Trust first.
Their emotional connection doesn't magically bloom from passionate kisses first, but from consistent acts of support, understanding, and mutual respect. Adam earns Olive's trust by his actions, by standing up for her, by listening, and by respecting her.
It's earned, not assumed.
This offers a deeper insight into relational dynamics, suggesting that true, lasting intimacy is built on a bedrock of reliability, belief in one another, and a shared sense of safety.
And finally, the powerful theme of boundaries and respect. Adam's consistent refusal to overstep, despite his growing feelings and their forced proximity, is a huge part of his appeal and a vital message of the book.
He never pushes her.
Never. He always asks for Olive's consent, respects her space, never pressures her, and prioritizes her comfort and desires. This underscores the theme of mutual consent as an absolute cornerstone of healthy, respectful relationships.
So important.
Which is a vital message in any story, especially a romance, and a particularly potent one given the academic power dynamics at play.
Turning to the tone and writing style, Ali Hazelwood truly delivers a unique and engaging voice. She blends humor with sharp, relatable academic observations, making the lab setting feel authentic and lively, not just a dull backdrop.
It feels real, doesn't it?
The dialogue's consistently witty, sparking with intelligent banter and genuine character voice. And Olive's self-deprecating inner monologues are both hilariously funny and incredibly authentic to her character's insecurities.
They're so relatable.
The romance scenes strike a beautiful balance between playful and heartfelt, never losing their emotional core or the underlying sweetness.
And the tight pacing keeps you utterly hooked, ensuring there's never a dull moment. The romance isn't dragged out. Instead, it simmers beautifully, consistently advancing alongside Olive's professional stakes.
You're rooting for both.
You're equally invested in her career success and the burgeoning connection in her heart, creating a dual narrative drive that propels the story forward.
So why does it all work? Why has the love hypothesis become such a proven success, captivating so many readers?
Let's break it down.
First, the chemistry between leads is palpable from the first kiss, and it only intensifies. It's built not just on physical attraction, but on intellectual respect and shared vulnerabilities, which the narrative expertly portrays through their banter and internal thoughts.
You feel it right away.
Second, the STEM setting feels incredibly authentic, clearly drawn from Hazelwood's own background in science. This isn't just a generic backdrop. It feels lived in, from the jargon to the lab politics and the grant writing anxieties.
Exactly, and the romance grows organically. The fake dating is a clever tool, as we discussed, not the plot's sole engine.
It's the catalyst.
It's the catalyst for a deeper, more genuine connection to form, allowing their individual truths to emerge, rather than forcing an artificial romantic progression. And finally, the side characters, especially Anne, add humor and heart.
Oh, this is the best.
Providing fantastic comedic relief, unwavering support, and emotional depth. They're not just plot devices. They feel like real friends you'd want in your corner, enriching the entire experience and making the world of the novel feel complete.
Agreed. They round it out perfectly.
This has been a truly fascinating deep dive into the love hypothesis. We've explored the complex characters, dissected the intricate plot, and analyzed the profound themes that make this book resonate with so many people, especially those who understand the unique challenges and triumphs of the STEM world.
Indeed. It's a testament to how a seemingly simple premise, like a fake relationship, can unfold into a rich, multi-layered narrative about personal growth, navigating professional challenges, and the transformative power of genuine, unexpected connection.
Yeah?
It reminds us that even the most stoic individuals can harbor deep wells of tenderness and loyalty.
If the love hypothesis teaches us anything, it's that perhaps the most groundbreaking discoveries aren't found under a microscope or in the perfect equation, but in the profound courage it takes to let someone truly see you, flaws and all.
That's well put.
It's about taking that leap of faith into the unknown variables of human connection. What does it take for you to trust the process, whether it's in your scientific endeavors, your career aspirations, or the unpredictable journey of love?
Consider how the powerful themes of self-belief, trust, and the willingness to challenge preconceived notions both about others and yourself apply to your own life and the vast information you encounter daily.
Yeah, think about it.
Are there grumpy professors or intimidating figures in your own experience whose true natures you might be misinterpreting? Are there areas where your own imposter syndrome is holding you back from truly shining?
It's all about finding that courage to take a calculated risk, much like Olive did with that spontaneous, desperate kiss. And it shows that sometimes the most unpredictable variables, the ones that seem to throw your entire experiment off course, can ultimately lead to the most beautiful, most verifiable, and most profoundly real results.
A great takeaway.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you're feeling well-informed, perhaps a little inspired, and maybe even a little more willing to trust the messy, beautiful process of discovery.